Birthday, as a matter of fact. And before I get started here, I do want to wish my much younger baby sister, Angela, a happy birthday tomorrow. And I'm not saying how old she is, but anyway, say hello to Frank Rucco. Hey, Frank.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good. You're from New York, New Jersey, right in that area.
Yeah, it's Rockland County, near New York. 35 minutes away from the city, right over the border from New Jersey, so I got the best of both worlds.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's not as, to us when we get down there, we're so wide-eyed. It's like, whoa, New York City, this is incredible, but you see it every day. So it's like,
of course, but it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it definitely is. Interesting story, and the reason that I have you with us this morning, Frank, is you kind of got an interesting sideline that you aspire to do. You want to be a voiceover guy for like animation or cartoon voices.
Yes, something I've always wanted to do.
Now, did this start when you were like really little?
Yes, I'll be honest with you. I was always the class clown in school. I'm a child of the 80s, so it was always growing up with Transformers, G.I. Joe, to Tom and Jerry, to Woody Woodpecker, just always, different voices, and I always did imitations, always acting funny around the house, so always wanted to do something like that.
So you got the bug, and what did you? I mean, this is something that a lot of people don't realize how you can get into something like this. How did you find out about? Because I know you've taken some courses on this. How did you find out about how to get into this?
It was actually it's a two-part. I started out doing stand-up and did that in 2000. Did that, it was great, and then wanted to get into animation or voiceovers, and basically just looking around on the internet, and I lucked out with a place called Edge Studios in New York City, and they were having an animation workshop, and there it was a 2-day course, Saturday, Sunday, and it was great. I met a great mentor, really awesome, Bob Bergen, and he's actually the voice of Porky Pig, and basically just broke down the nuts and bolts of the industry from about the script, and how great thing that he says that the script is just a skeleton. It's you who gives the body to that character, so it's really wild. And then bam, put you right in front of the mic, and you're just doing different exercises and everything. Plus, it's amazing.
Well, it's interesting, too, because I was mentioning before, Mr. Magoo, who actually was Jim Backus, the late, great Jim Backus, who also was Thurston Howell III on Gilligan's Island.
Yes.
Would do the, no, by George Magoo, you've done it again. And, I mean, he did the voice before they actually drew the animation. So that's the way they do it. So you have to really kind of take on that character or be that voice, and then they kind of build the character around your voice.
Definitely. That's another thing coming into. They also, a great idea of doing is also some improv classes. Basically, it's doing different exercises, putting you in situations where it isn't just reading off a script. You're giving the body to this character. So
interesting.
Let's just say there's a situation where your character's tied to a tree. What's a great way that could make that struggle come out of that voice? Pretend you're in a straitjacket with your arms wrapped around you, struggling while you're reading the script.
Right.
It's amazing how it comes through the voice. It's amazing.
I'm a big fan, I'm a big fan, I hate to admit this, but I'm a big fan of the Sunday Night Fox lineup, and I love Family Guy. Not a show that the kids watch with the family, obviously, but a very funny, and Seth MacFarlane, probably one of the top guys in his game. So, I mean, have you met anybody famous in this field?
I've met a couple of people. Big one is Seth Green, who's actually the voice of Chris on Family Guy and also on Robot Chicken. Oh, yeah. He was at a New York Comic-Con about a couple of years ago, and really nice guy. Asked him, I go, for somebody who's aspiring to do voiceovers, what best advice can you give them? Shout out a great demo and a great agent. And that's big. Demos, you get one chance to make a first impression, and the demo, you want it to make sure that you are ready for it, ready to put down the tracks, and that's where, take some classes, take some improv classes, because you want that piece, that demo, to be perfect. And also an agent. You want an agent that's going to represent you, and, somebody's going to help you stand out among the rest.
Cool. Frank Rucco, I call him Frank the character. He's going to give us a couple of his best characters coming up, so stick around for that. We got traffic and weather on the way, and more of your Mix Workday favorites. Mix 103.3 on the web at mix1033fm.com with Bruno Mars and Just the Way You Are. Good morning to you. I'm Doug Mosher. My guest in the studio this morning, Frank Rucco, was with us. We call you Frank the character. That's what my sister calls you.
Because I'm such a character, even growing up.
Now, if you missed it, Frank is actually taking voiceover classes and workshops because he aspires to be a cartoon voice of some kind, or voiceover voice, right?
Yes, yes.
So we talked a little bit about that last hour. So now it's time to put you on the bubble and give us a few of your best voices. Who do you got for us?
Well, what's really great is I usually do voices like for my friends' kids. I'm also Uncle Frank, so I'm always trying to make them laugh and do things. So, and also my friends. So I'll throw in a couple of characters like Stewie Griffin. Hello, Mix 1033 in the morning. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Stewie. It's nice to meet you, too.
You know, I always wake up and stream it on mix1033fm.com.
That's good. You got another one for us?
So another thing for the kids, I usually break out, sometimes say for my friends' kids on the birthday, I'll usually be like,
"Hi, this is Elmo. I've never been on a radio before. This is exciting."
That's gotta hurt.
It does.
That's good. So we got Elmo and Stewie from Family Guy, and what else you got?
Well, I also like to do sometimes Kermit the Frog.
Brought to you by the letters MIX.
F-R-A-N-K, Frank. Today on the Mix Morning Show, special guest Frank Rucco. Yay!
That's good. That's pretty
I
good.
also like to do, the simple ones like
Homer Simpson.
And Marge, I'm making spaghetti today.
Again, that's gotta hurt.
Sauce.
That's pretty good. I like that.
It's those are sound-alikes. I doing imitations. Of course, when going into the voiceover business, I want to aspire. My biggest dream is to do my own voice, to come up with a voice that's people recognize and things like that. And with this business, I want to be into animation, but there's also so many things. You start out like doing commercials. If anybody, this also, doing the commercials, doing promos, doing things like that. So it's all about the practice, and it's hysterical where people will be like, "Can we see the show? Stop imitating the characters on TV."
Yeah, we want to see. So, you want to say something too? Your girlfriend's listening.
Yes. To my girlfriend Denise, love you, baby. Have a safe trip. Have a safe trip on that flight to Italy. Make sure you bring home some genuine extra virgin olive oil.
Frank, the character, promo us out here with Stewie on Mix 103.3.
The Stewie Griffin on Mix Morning 1033 with Doug Mosher in the morning. Tune in and turn it up, man.
If you live in the areas where there are flooding. Frank, the character, is with me. Frank, take us out. We got traffic and weather coming up. Do a little Family Guy for us.
Yeah, don't forget to check out traffic and weather. You don't want to be falling in a pothole or something, you know what I mean?
That's coming up in just a minute. 3-minute commercial-free music sweep coming up in just a minute. Before I get into it, though, I do want to thank Frank Rucco, Frank the character, for being with me this morning. Frank, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for invite, man. Really appreciate it. This first time in radio station, so gotta love it, man. Really exciting.
You don't have the face for it. I do, but you don't. So do you do any famous people? Frank by the way, does impersonations, and we've been talking to him about character voiceovers. He's taken some classes and stuff. Do you do any famous people, like presidents or anything?
Well, came back from the dead to say I love Mix 1033.
There you go. I like that. How about Bill Clinton or anything? Can you do Bill? Bill Clinton.
Hey, how you doing?
How about GW? Can you do W?
Hey, how you doing there? Made a long way from Texas.
That's pretty good. I like that. Hey, good luck in your voiceover stuff. I hope I want to hear all about it, and maybe we'll be watching some cartoons on a Fox lineup on Sunday night sometime, and it'll
see the credits roll with my name. That would be awesome.
Frank
Definitely.
the character, Frank Rucco. Frank, thanks so much again for being here, and do come back again.
Definitely, Doug. Thank you, guys.
You bet. Coming up, we're going to check your traffic and weather. We've got a 103-minute commercial-free music sweep. We're going to roll that out next. Hey, Doug Mosher, your morning guy. As we spring ahead this weekend, setting the clocks ahead. On Monday, we'll have chances for you to win tickets to see the Smucker Stars on Ice. We'll go to the movies with Academy Award-winning movies and your chance to win tickets to Regal Cinema. The information you need to start your day and all of your favorite mixed music. Where? Tell them, Frank the character.
The Stewie Griffin with Doug Mosher in the morning. Tune in and turn it up, man.
Doug Mosher, Mix 103.